I get to prove to the people who I am and why I'm a great champion, and I get to shut David Morrell up.
I ain't going out unless I'm going in. This ain't nothing new, this is who I've been.
Brilliant.
But I'm out of water, all I want fluid in. I'm a breaker. I'm a breaker. I don't never fold, I don't bend, I'm a breaker. I don't never fold, I don't bend, I'm a breaker. I don't never fold, I'm a breaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents our weigh-in for tomorrow's stacked pay-per-view event on Prime Video. From T-Mobile Arena, two of the sport's young undefeated stars will collide in the center of the ring to put their record on the line. It's Benavidez versus Morrell. And the event is all brought to you by Samson Boxing, Warriors Boxing, TGB Promotions, and Mayweather Promotions. We'd also like to thank our sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, The Crown is Yours. El Mexicano brand products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. And by the film Last Breath, make every breath count, starring Woody Harrelson, only in theaters February 28th. Tickets are still available at AXS.com. Now, before we get to our pay-per-view card, we also have the PBC prelims that will stream live via free access beginning 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Now, let's meet our fighters. First, Premier Boxing Champions presents 10 rounds in the middleweight division, coming to the stage with a record of 18 victories, 13 by knockout, opposite of 3 defeats and 1 draw. From Los Angeles, California, here is Angel Ruiz. And now bringing up his opponent. This man is undefeated, 6 victories, all 6 by knockout. Fighting out of Providence, Rhode Island by way of Camagüey, Cuba. He is a knockout artist. Yoenli Feliciano Hernandez. All right, first we will welcome to the scale once again from Los Angeles, California, Angel Ruiz. $159.6 for Ruiz. And now we welcome the hard-hitting Cuban, Yoenli Feliciano Hernandez. 158.4 for Hernandez. This will be our first bout, T-Mobile Arena PBC prelims on Prime Video. Angel Relampago Ruiz against Yoenli Feliciano Hernandez.
Hey, together, down in front. No, it's already on. Take the gentleman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue to our second matchup on those PBC prelims. Premier Boxing Champions presents 10 rounds, and it is a WBA Featherweight World Title Eliminator. First, coming to the stage with 22 victories, including 9 by knockout, opposite of 1 defeat and 1 draw. Representing Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico, here is Christian Kiki Olivo. And now we welcome his opponent. He is unbeaten, 14 victories, 11 by knockout. Representing Arroyo Seco, Santa Fe, Argentina. He is an Argentine Olympian, Mirko Cuello. ladies and gentlemen, now the first fighter getting set to step onto the scale. Once again, from Sonora, Mexico, Christian Kiki Olivo. 125.6, 125.6 for Olivo. And now we welcome the undefeated Mirko Cuello. 125.6, 125.6 for Cuello. This is the second matchup on the PBC prelims on Prime Video. WBA Featherweight World Title Eliminator Christian Kiki Olivo against Mirko Cuello.
Here we go, guys. Down in front together. Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen.
Once again, those are our PBC prelims, and they will be free access Prime Video, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Now, before we get to our pay-per-view card, once again, I want to let you guys know you can enter to win the beautiful WBC mini belt. And I just got word that they were signed by Angel Fierro and Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And once again, you can enter that contest. You can take a selfie from your seat here, post it on Instagram. Make sure to tag Premier Boxing and use the hashtag Benavidez Morrell, and you will be randomly selected. Make sure to check your DMs as the PBC social media team will send the DM to the winner. Now, I'll turn things over to the legendary Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Thank you, Miguel. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you and welcome to the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the PBC pay-per-view on Prime ceremonial weigh-in, anticipating our big night of action. Highly anticipated night taking place tomorrow night at the T-Mobile Arena right across the street. And it's brought to you by Samson Boxing, along with Warriors Boxing, TGB Promotions, and Mayweather Promotions, and sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. By El Mexicano Brand Products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano, and the film Last Breath. Make every breath count. Starring Woody Harrelson, only in theaters February 28th. All right, fans, here we go. Our opening pay-per-view attraction features fighters, 10 rounds of boxing in the middleweight division. Let's bring them up to the stage at this time. First, fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, please welcome the former unified super welterweight champion of the world, Jason Banana Rosario.
Este oeste, échale saliva, se fue. Este oeste, échale saliva, se fue.
And his opponent now coming to the ring in the middleweight division from Casa Grande, Arizona, the popular world-ranked super welterweight contender, Jesus Mono Ramos. And it looks like our fighters are ready to step on to the scale. 10 rounds of boxing, middleweight special attraction. First with a record of 24-4-2. He has 18 knockouts. Here is the former hard-hitting champion of the world, Jason Banana Rosario. Jason Rosario weighs in at 159.2 pounds, 159.2. And now we invite his opponent to the scale at this time with a record of 21-1, 17 knockouts. Here's the hard-hitting, rising super welterweight contender, Jesus Mono Ramos. Ramos weighs in at 159 pounds, 159. We have a fight. 10 rounds of boxing opening the pay-per-view attraction tomorrow evening. Once again, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. in the East. Do not miss this fight. 10 rounds of boxing opens up our pay-per-view. Jesus Mono Ramos versus Jason Banana Rosario. And now let's take an opportunity to hear from our fighters with ubiquitous and multi-talented boxing broadcaster Miguel Flores. Take it away, Miguel.
Thanks, Jimmy. Jason, you have talked, you've been very energized and excited during this fight week. You've had a tough few years, but you talked about your renewed passion for the sport. Do you look at this fight as a second chance for your career?
Bueno, Jason, has hablado de esta pelea con mucha energía, con mucho optimismo. ¿Se te ve renovado? ¿Ves a esta pelea como una segunda oportunidad para tu carrera?
Bueno, realmente, primeramente, gracias a Dios. Verdaderamente, el ver todas estas personas alrededor de mí, verme de nuevo en un evento de esta magnitud, realmente, ¿qué más oportunidad que esa? Tú sabes, creo que mañana se va a ver el fruto de lo que es el sufrimiento, el sacrificio y el dolor que tuvimos que pasar para llegar aquí.
Well, first of all, I'm blessed to be here. What better opportunity to have than to be in front of you, the fans, the media, everybody that was here. I truly appreciate you. And you'll see tomorrow the fruits of my sacrifice, the pain, and everything that I had to go through in order to be here and be at my best on Saturday night. Looking forward to it, and it's going to be an absolutely great opportunity for me.
All right, thank you, Jason. Jason Banana Rosario. And now let's talk over to his opponent, Jesus Ramos. Jesus, you got a lot of fans here from Arizona. I know Benavidez, main event, both of you guys proud to be from Arizona. What does it mean to be on this card, and what do you have to prove tomorrow night?
Primero que nada, le quiero dar gracias a toda mi gente. Muchas gracias por todo el apoyo, por estar aquí. Toda mi gente mexicana, gracias. And to answer your question, man, yeah, you know, I have to come out and put on a show for all my people that came out, especially from Arizona, to support us. Appreciate the love. And yeah, man, that's what I'm looking to do, put on a show tomorrow night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Jesus Mono Ramos Jr.
All right, fans, here we go from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. We continue with a weigh-in with an all-Mexican super lightweight duel. Let's welcome our fighters to the stage at this time. First, hailing from Zona Norte, Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, the hard-charging contender, Ángel Tashiro Fierro. And now we invite his opponent to the stage at this time in this all-Mexican super lightweight duel from Mexico City, La Ciudad de Mexico. Here's the popular former super lightweight champion of the world, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And now let's bring our fighters to the scale at this time. The weight limit is 140 pounds, 10 rounds of boxing, super lightweight special attraction. His record 23-2-2, with 18 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the battle-ready world-ranked contender, Ángel Tashiro Fierro. 139 even pounds, 139 for Ángel Fierro. And now we bring up to the scale with a record of 26-3-1, 18 knockouts, popular all-action former champion of the world, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. 138.6 pounds, 138.6. And let's bring our fighters together as they face off before their 10-round duel for this very special WBC commemorative Guerrero belt. This fight promising to be all action. 10 rounds of boxing. Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Ángel Tashiro Fierro.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
And now let's hear from our fighters. Once again, here's Miguel Flores.
All right, Angel, pretty intense face-off. Tomorrow night, you're facing a former world champion. A lot's been said, as you can see. He's a very popular fighter. You're coming in as the underdog. How do you pull off the upset tomorrow night?
Bueno, Ángel, acá un careo muy intenso. Isaac es el favorito. ¿Cómo vas a hacer para el batacazo este sábado por la noche?
Bueno, Isaac Cruz siempre se ha quejado que sus peleadores le corren. Esperemos que el día sábado no estará corriendo él. Yo vengo al choque y quiero ver si en verdad tiene la quejada que dice.
All right, well, you know, Isaac Cruz is complaining all the time about how fighters run away from him. Well, I'm going to come forward. Let's see if he doesn't run away from me this time.
All right, thank you, Angel Fierro. And now let's go to his opponent, the ever-popular former world champion, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And Isaac, you heard what he had to say. He said, you hate fighters that run away. It's an all-Mexican showdown. He said he's gonna go right to the center of the ring and find you. What's your last message to him after that intense face-off?
A ver, escuchaste lo que dijo él, ¿no? De que vos vas a correr en vez de él. ¿Cuál es tu último mensaje para tu rival?
Nada, yo nada más lo que le digo de frente es de que todos hablan y dicen que no van a correrme el sábado de la noche. Ojalá que así como habla y que dice que va a pelear, lo sostenga. Vengo a darle una gran pelea y que toda la gente de Las Vegas sea la ganadora.
Yeah, right. Everyone says that they're not going to run away from me, and what do they do at the end? They end up running away from me. Let's see if he keeps his word. I want him to be aggressive. I'm here in Vegas. I'm going to give you guys a great fight. Don't miss it. It's going to be awesome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. That's the second bout of our stacked 4-fight pay-per-view event. Letting you know also, we have 13 fights scheduled for tomorrow night, so come early and enjoy it. Pay-per-view begins at 5 p.m. local time. That's 8 p.m. in the East. And tickets are available, AXS.com. Join us for this stacked and very exciting night of boxing coming away tomorrow night. And once again, brought to you by Samson Boxing, Warriors Boxing, TGB Promotions, and Mayweather Promotions. Our next fight coming into the ring, up to the stage in just a few moments as we continue with our ceremonial weigh-in brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Continue with our weigh-in with our co-main event of the evening. It's a rematch for the WBC Featherweight Championship of the World. Let's welcome the fighters as they make their way to the stage at this time. First, we present from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He is tomorrow night's challenger. He is the former unified super bantamweight champion of the world. Please welcome Stephen Scooter Fulton.
We don't rock the same clothes, the same hoe, cause the levels to the Look, we don't try the same whips, the same chicks, cause the levels to the Look, we don't get the same paper, you ain't a level to the Look, cause the levels to the
And now his opponent, hailing from Westlaco, Texas, the two-division world champion, the current WBC Featherweight champion of the world, the Heartbreaker, Brandon Figueroa. And now let's get ready to bring our fighters to the scale at this time. The weight limit is a very strict 126 pounds. Now this fight is a rematch of one of the great fights of 2021 when they fought for the super bantamweight world title. This time it's 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Featherweight Championship of the World. We'll invite our challenger to the scale first. With a record of 22 wins, only 1 defeat. He has 8 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former unified super bantamweight champion of the world. Please welcome to the scale, Stephen Scooter Fulton. Stephen Fulton weighs in right at the featherweight limit of 126 pounds. And now we invite the defending champion to the scale, His record 25 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw with 19 knockouts. The reigning WBC Featherweight Champion of the World, the Heartbreaker Brandon Figueroa. 125.8 pounds, 125.8. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. When they met in 2021, it was 12 rounds, all action, non-stop battle between these two. We expect the same tomorrow night as they are fighting for the WBC Featherweight Championship of the World. The Heartbreaker Brandon Figueroa versus Stephen Scooter Fulton. Once again, we're going to hear from both of our fighters as they prepare to rest it up, get ready for tomorrow night's big battle. Once again, here is Miguel Flores.
Stephen, you have been very focused, calm, cool, and collected all fight week. This is the rematch. It's been over 3 years. However, how do you keep the result the same to become a 2-division world champion?
First of all, I just got to say thank God for being in this position, me and my team, to be back in this position to become world champion again. And I just got to do what I got to do and be smart and beat the shit out of him. I got to be smart doing it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Stephen Scooter Fulton. And now let's turn things over to the Heartbreaker, the champ, Brandon Figueroa. Brandon, this is obviously, it's been talked about, a rematch. You felt like you were wronged in that first fight. You felt like you won that. You said 126 pounds. It's a different beast. What is going to be different about it, and how do you leave no doubt in the result this time around?
Man, I'm coming with everything. I'm very excited, happy to be a part of this show, hungry, fired up. Can't wait to let my hands go. And like I said, man, I'm not going to let it go to the judges this time.
All right, there you heard it. Once again, the champ, the Heartbreaker, Brandon Figueroa.
You don't want to miss that co-main event of the evening. It's a rematch. It's promising to be another great fight on a great fight card scheduled tomorrow night. Once again at the T-Mobile Arena across the street here in Las Vegas. And we're leading up to our main event. Want to bring to your attention and remind you, the action is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours by El Mexicano brand products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. And it's also brought to you by the film Last Breath. Make every breath count, starring Woody Harrelson. Only in theaters. That's on February 28th. Get ready for the main event weigh-in. They're coming to the stage momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to bring out the fighters for the showdown between two undefeated, young, hard-hitting world champions meeting together tomorrow night for the featured attraction. Premier Boxing Champions presents the weigh-in for the featured attraction of the evening. And the night is brought to you by Samson Boxing, Warriors Boxing, TGB Promotions, and Mayweather Promotions. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the stage at this time, fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, by way of Santa Clara, Cuba. He's the former super middleweight world champion, the current WBA light heavyweight champion of the world. Please welcome David Morrell. And it's champion versus champion. Someone's O must go. Now we bring up his opponent, fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Phoenix, Arizona. The former two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, the current interim WBC light heavyweight champion, the Mexican monster, David El Monstruo Benavidez. And now it's time to bring our fighters to the scale. This is for the combined WBC and WBA light heavyweight championship of the world. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled. Weight limit is 175 pounds. First, with a record of 11-0 with 9 knockouts, he is indeed undefeated. The hard-hitting southpaw, the two-division world champion, David Morrell. David Morrell weighs in at 174.2 pounds, 174.2. And now here his opponent, the interim WBC light heavyweight champion, 29-0, 24 knockouts, popular and undefeated knockout artist, two-time two-division champion of the world, the Mexican monster, David El Monstruo Benavidez. 174.2 for Benavidez, 174.2. Fighters weigh in exactly the same. At this point, we don't want to see the fighters too close to each other. It's a true grudge match. The stakes are high. This is the last time they'll face each other before they meet in the center of the ring tomorrow night for the unified light heavyweight championship of the world. The Mexican monster, David El Monstruo Benavidez versus David Morrell. And now it's time to hear from the fighters. Once again, take it away, Miguel Flores.
David, this is the biggest stage you have ever been on. Nobody has been able to figure out Benavidez. What will be the key for you tomorrow night?
David, nadie ha podido dilucidar a Benavidez todavía. ¿Cuál va a ser la clave para que vos ganes mañana por la noche? ¿Cuál va a ser la clave para ganar mañana por la noche?
No necesito clave. I'm not needing nothing. I don't have nothing. I mean, you know, no necesito nada para ganar la Benavidez. Simplemente el bolsillo que tengo es suficiente. Eso es por gusto, ¿me entiendes? Todo lo que tiene es nada, todo es falso.
Well, I don't need any keys to defeat Benavidez because I've already seen what he's about and it's all fake. So I'm going to be ready with what I got to be able to come out on top.
David, there's been a lot of bad blood. He said he's going to break your face tomorrow. What is he going to learn about you tomorrow night?
Benavidez dijo que te va a romper la cara mañana, pero ¿qué es lo que él va a aprender de vos mañana por la noche?
Una cosa es decirlo, otra es hacerlo. Una cosa es decirlo, otra es hacerlo. Es muy, muy diferente, 100%.
One thing is to do it. One thing is to say you're going to do it. The other one is to do it. Very, very different. Let's see if he's actually able to do what he says.
No me gusta hablar mucho, ¿me entiendes? El que mucho habla poco hace, eso es lo que hacen todos ustedes.
Yeah. He's saying that over there, like they're causing ruckus, but you know, it's all love.
All right, there you heard David Morrell. And now let's go over to his opponents. David, that final face-off, it's been a build-up of bad blood. What did you see in his eyes in that final face-off?
Primeramente le quiero mandar un saludo a toda mi gente, toda mi raza de México, de Phoenix, Arizona. Los quiero mucho. This Saturday, like I said, all the talking is done. We're going to beat the fuck out of David Morrell this Saturday.
David, he said yesterday, the Mexican Monster, that name, it's just a myth. Is it going to be a myth tomorrow night?
I'm going to beat the fuck out of David Morrell. He's going to see who the Mexican Monster is this Saturday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the Mexican Monster, David El Monstruo Benavidez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've been a great crowd. You really have added to the excitement of this already very exciting fight card. Thank you so much for your attendance. We'll see you tomorrow. Do not miss the actions. Tickets still available. AXS.com, pay-per-view, and a full night of boxing. So come early, enjoy it, and we look forward to seeing you. Good afternoon, everybody.
I get to prove to the people who I am and why I'm a great champion, and I get to shut David Morrell up.
I ain't going out unless I'm going in. This ain't nothing new, this is who I've been. But I'm